Army, you need to sit down for this. Because what I'm about to tell you today is absolutely speechless. Imagine this, RM of BTS, our humble and noble-hearted leader, donates tens of millions of won to help veterans and servicemen who served their country. But guess what happened? That money disappeared. Untraceable. Vanished within the South Korean government system. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is not a rumor. This is a fact that has just been exposed, and trust me, after you hear the full story, you'll be just as angry as I am. So grab your coffee, because we're going to dissect this scandal from A to Z. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because this is news that all Army needs to know. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So here's what happened. In September 2024, on his 30th birthday, RM did something incredibly noble. He donated 100 million won, that's about 1.4 billion rupiah or roughly $75,000, to the Ministry of Patriots and Veterans Affairs. The purpose? To help war veterans, active soldiers, police officers, and firefighters. People who have served Korea greatly. And this wasn't RM's first donation either, Army. He's known for being very generous and caring about others. Now, what happened next is, the ministry was so proud to receive a donation from RM. They immediately promoted it big time. Look, RM of BTS donated to us. They even used RM's name to encourage other Korean citizens to donate. And it worked. Because RM's name is so influential, donations poured in from over 2,000 people in a short time. Total amount? 1 billion won. That's over 10 billion rupiah, or about $750,000. Army. Sounds beautiful, right? RM's good intentions inspired thousands of people to do good as well. Beautiful story, right? But here's the plot twist that shocked everyone. October 2025, a Korean politician named Lee Young-moon from the Democratic Party revealed a shocking fact. He said, the ministry cannot track where the donation money went. Yes, you heard that right. Over 10 billion rupiah, including 1.4 billion from RM, disappeared into the system. No trace. No transparency. Nobody knows for sure what that money was used for. Now you must be wondering, how can that much money just disappear like that? Well, here's the main problem, Army. Brace yourself, because the system is truly absurd. So here's the thing, in South Korea, there's something called the National Merit Support Account, a special account for veteran donations. Sounds professional and organized, right? But it turns out, all donations from anyone, no matter the amount, and for any purpose, they're all mixed together in that one account. Imagine throwing all your cooking ingredients into one big pot and stirring everything together. How can you tell which is chicken, which is vegetables, which is seasoning? Lee Young-moon explained that this system is not transparent at all. They don't have a mechanism to track individual donations. So if RM says, I want my money used to help Korean war veterans, they accept the money, but is it really used for that? Nobody knows. What's worse? The ministry casually used RM's name for promotion, but when asked what was RM's money used for, they could only say, we don't know, our system can't track per donor. Are you kidding me? If that's the case, why did you accept donations with such an unclear system in the first place? And this isn't just about RM, Army. There are 2,000 other people who also had good intentions, who may have donated their hard-earned money, but there's no guarantee their money reached the right destination. Lee Young-moon has been very vocal in criticizing this. He said the ministry uses an outdated manual system, there's no proper digital database, and most sadly, they knew the system was problematic but still aggressively promoted donations. Now, let's talk about how Army worldwide responded to this news. Army is absolutely furious, and rightfully so. Social media immediately exploded. Hashtags #ProtectRM and #TransparencyForRM trended in various countries. Army demanded that the Korean Veterans Ministry provide clear and transparent explanations. Many ARMY wrote, RM donated with sincere intentions, but you exploited his name for promotion without being able to account for the money? This is disgraceful. What's sad is this isn't the first time BTS or BTS members' good intentions have been misused or not properly appreciated by institutions. Remember some cases in the past? BTS has done good for Korea many times, but the treatment they receive hasn't always been fair. Korean netizens themselves were ashamed and apologized to ARMY and RM. They said their government system is indeed problematic and this is not RM's fault at all. Some even said, Korea doesn't deserve BTS. And honestly, with cases like this that keep repeating, I'm starting to understand why people say that. RM himself, so far, hasn't given an official statement. And honestly, he doesn't need to defend himself because he did nothing wrong. He's a victim of a broken system. Okay ARMY, let's talk solutions. Because complaining alone isn't enough, we need to know what should happen. First, the Korean Veterans Ministry must conduct a thorough audit. They must be able to account for all donations received, including the 1 billion won collected from the campaign that used RM's name. Second, they need to immediately modernize the system. We're living in 2025. The digital era. Why is the donation system still manual and can't track? This is unacceptable. Third, transparency must be a priority. Every donation should have a tracking number, there should be regular reports on fund usage, and donors should be able to see where their money goes. Fourth, and this is important, apologize to RM and all the donors. Admit the system's flaws, apologize for not being able to properly account for the funds, and commit to improvements. Lee Young-moon, the politician who exposed this case, has already submitted official questions to the government. He's demanding a thorough investigation and reform of the donation system. ARMY can also help by continuing to provide pressure. Not with hate, but by demanding accountability. This is about principle. If government institutions can get away with mismanagement like this, the precedent is very dangerous. Imagine if this happened to donations for natural disasters, for sick children, or for education. People's hard-earned money disappearing into a black hole system? Absolutely not. ARMY, from this scandal there are several important lessons we can learn. First, fame and good intentions don't protect you from broken systems. RM had noble intentions, he's famous, he's influential, but he can still become a victim of a broken system. Second, always do your research before donating. This applies to all of us. Before donating anywhere, make sure the organization is transparent and accountable. Third, public pressure works. If Lee Young-moon hadn't been vocal, if ARMY hadn't raised awareness, this case might have remained buried. And lastly, RM and BTS members remain role models. Despite all the drama and unfair treatment they've experienced, they continue to do good. That's the kind of character we should all aspire to have. This scandal doesn't tarnish RM's name, not at all. It actually shows how pure his intentions are, and how broken the system is. So, ARMY, what now? We continue to monitor the developments of this case. We support RM in positive ways. We demand accountability from the Korean Veterans Ministry. And we remind ourselves why we're proud to be ARMY. Because we stand artists who, despite being treated unfairly again and again, still choose kindness. Still choose to make a difference. Still choose to be better humans. That's the BTS impact. That's what RM teaches us. This case is still ongoing, and I'll continue to update you with the latest developments. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video so more people are aware of the importance of transparency in donation systems. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. Let's have a respectful discussion about this. And remember ARMY, it's not about hating Korea or the government. It's about demanding better systems that protect good people with good intentions. Stay informed, stay respectful, stay ARMY. I'll see you in the next video. Borahi. Purple Heart.